Friday, 26th of June 2020. Good morning from Europe. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, guys. Piotr here, this is Light Forex Global YouTube channel. And the end of the quarter market update. A very quiet day, to be honest with you. Yesterday, with a little bit stronger dollar, with the dollar, especially when it comes to the euro dollar. We've seen a retest of the yearly open. We've seen attempt to break lower. We've seen then some kind of the light profit taking. And as you can see, red dotted line, the close right around yearly open. Very important. We were trying to go lower during the Tokyo session. And now we back above daily open. We back above yearly open. The thing is that if we are going to take into the consideration last 5 days, it's Friday, right? So we also very close to the weekly open, taking into the consideration where we were. So the situation when it comes to the bulls, it's not so attractive, right? To be honest with you, and we were discussing that thing, to be honest with you, I thought that once on Tuesday we were close to 1350. I've been thinking about a retest or maybe even stop hunt when it comes to the post FOMC high. It didn't materialize. Wednesday, quite good move. Thursday, continuation, and we are getting very close to another euro failure, right? To another euro failure. That's correct, I'm sorry, something has changed. Anyway, as you can see, we are fighting right here, right now, around the this week open, previous week open, and the yearly open. Huge fight going on. If we are going to add into the consideration the fact that it's end of the quarter, end of the month coming, right? And from the T+2 perspective, it is today. If you want to finish some businesses, you want to finish, make the transaction today, right? From the T+2 perspective. That's how I see the thing. So meaning that each and every fix over the course of the day it might be interesting. We might see some unusual moves, and of course that's not the great situation when it comes to the day trading today, right? But anyway, from a day trading perspective, once we know where we are from higher time frame, right? Just for those who don't know, we are still fighting with this latest weakness, and that's what the bulls trying to hold here, right? If we are going to switch lower with current situation, well, for now, for me, is looking to buy eventually some kind of the dips. Where? Well, I'm going to try either to finish the business around 1193, or I'm going to look for 1182 when it comes to the weekly open. So that's gonna be my zone where I'm going to look for the opportunity to try to go long euro. But there is a big but. If we are going to take into the consideration yesterday New York plus Tokyo, right? We have some kind of the consolidation. If we are going to attempt to break higher from here, right, and we are going to fail and move lower, I'm not gonna be the buyer. I'm not gonna be interested anymore with that zone. Why? Because we are going to have a failure at the top of the consolidation. Most probably we are going to break through then and retest of the 50% of that consolidation, meaning from the bottom retest of that level related to the yearly open might bring sellers again. That's where the sellers are going to wait from the intraday perspective. Again, that would be great setup under the normal market conditions. But because it's end of the quarter, unfortunately, it might not work our way, right? So because of the possible fireworks, exposure should be a little bit lower, right? Also been discussed these levels previously, and if you can monitor, if you are monitoring what I'm doing, and don't forget you can find the link in the description, you are going to see that I've been long euro yesterday, but I didn't like what I've seen, so with tiny green I exited, I ran away from that, and when it comes to the euro dollar, I'm going to watch situation as discussed. The next one is dollar yen. Well, the Softbank rumors gone, right? That's what I told you. We retest supply, right? We hit stops, and we're trying to create this swing high here. I'm sitting tiny short when it comes to the dollar yen, because that's the only pair for me for now where I'm eventually looking to short the dollar, right? There might be one more if you remember the analysis post RPNZ when it comes to the Kiwi, but that's different story. Here when it comes to the majors like euro dollar, dollar yen, cable Aussie, only dollar yen, that's the pair where I'm looking to sell the dollar, and actually I already have tiny downside exposure. I'm gonna be unsatisfied, I'm gonna be not that happy with the move above yesterday high. We shouldn't forget that about the Fed POMO operation, and that's gonna be the biggest within the next 2 weeks. So if the market and the bears will survive today, this might open the opportunity for the markets to go a little bit lower. Anyway, switching lower to the hourly, watching the intraday price action, right? What I like is what market did below this pre-SoftBank rumor weakness, right? So we have our supply. So from the intraday perspective, I'm going to look to add into the short position somewhere above 107, let's say 107.4, 107.8 from the intraday perspective, right? And what I'm going to look for stop count, right, somewhere around 106.75 as a first target. I'm talking about the intraday right here, right now. And if that's going to happen, then I'm going to look for, from the intraday perspective, the swing low, the whole zone in between 106.25, 106 to be tested, and that's where I'm going to work with the remaining part of the intraday trade. So that's how I see the dollar yen here. The next one is the cable, and here I'm still holding remaining part of my short from almost the top, right? From the intraday perspective, market is trying to hold 124 and bounce, right? But what happened during the Tokyo hours? We've seen consolidation, exactly what I discussed with you a second ago with the euro dollar, what I don't want to see. We've seen attempt to break that consolidation to the upside. We've seen the failure, right? We've seen move to the downside, but we didn't quite retest 50% of that consolidation yet, right? So I'm watching the price action around 24.25. The thing is, end of the quarter number one. The second thing is this 24 looks quite strong for now, right? We might see another manipulation to go higher. So with that being said, when I know that something might not go my way, right, I'm gonna be very, very careful, and I'm going to lower my exposure at the beginning, right? If that's gonna be the case, we might see rally towards the top of that, let's say, consolidation. Late Wednesday, whole Thursday, beginning of the Friday, right? So we might see retest of 2460, 2470 levels with the stop count, right? If that's the case and we are going to break higher from here, we might retest even 25 again. For now, strong support around 24. I'm going to look for the price action around 24.25, all right, with very tight stop. If I'm gonna be stopped out, retest of 24.50 could be in place. That might be this 50 pips consolidation. If we are going to see attempt to break higher, we might retest 125 when it comes to the cable. I'm not looking for the long opportunity when it comes to the pound. I'm looking for selling opportunity. And the last one is euro pound, and here if I'm going to see retest of the 90.20, 90.10, I'm going to try to trade long side as well. So in both cases I'm looking to sell pound. With that being said, guys, be very careful around the fixing hours, right? End of the quarter, some guys gonna try to close their businesses because of that. So unusual price action possible. Be careful and see you around. Take care and goodbye, guys.